When I was 19 years old, I had a job at Bluebell Ice Cream in Brenham, Texas. And it had nothing to do with ice cream. I worked in a department called site maintenance, and they needed me to do everything physical, like carrying concrete upstairs in 5-gallon buckets, or climbing up on death-defying ladders, or empty elevator shafts. If it was death-defying, they tried to make me do it. Right, a couple of times I had to turn them down because I was afraid that my life was in danger. But it was a job that I had while I went to college, and I thought I was doing the very best that I could. And then I had a conversation one day with my supervisor when I showed up about 4 minutes late to the job that changed my life forever. And it was around integrity and dependability. And this is what his name was, AJ. And he sat me down and he said, Dave, I want you to know something. I think that you're a great kid. I think that you've got a lot of talent. And I think that you work hard. But I want you to hear me clearly and take this with you for the rest of your life. If we can't depend on you, if you are not a dependable person, if you do not show up to work when you say you're going to show up to work, even if it's just 3 minutes late, you are not worth a shit to this company. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And it was like getting kicked right in the nuts. I mean, I thought that I was doing the greatest job. And I thought, my mind was going, how dare he? I was just 3 minutes late. But as that started to seep into my brain, it really started to affect me. And he got down deep into my soul and it changed me. And ever since then, I have had a plan A, I've had a plan B, and I have had a plan C in order to ensure that I get to places when I say that I'm going to get there. So 99% of the time, that's the way it goes down. And when I am late, then I have to call. I have to own up. We've all done it. You're going to be late. You think it's just going to be 2 minutes, but you have to own up to it. You've got to text the client. You've got to call the client and say, I'm going to be 2 minutes late. Because guess what? Time is going exponentially fast for you. But for them, they're sitting in their living room and it's going exponentially slow. So it's imperative that you develop this quality of extraordinary dependability to become an excellent personal trainer. I promise you that 80% of our industry doesn't practice it. It's like this accepted thing in society to show up late to lunch, show up late to work, show up late to dinner meetings, right? Just fashionably late. It is a despicable way to live your professional life. And I want to get right in your brain like that guy got in my brain 20 years ago and tell you, suck it up and be dependable, and it will totally change your life and lay the foundation for what we're trying to do in creating an excellent personal training program.